Hey guys, it's good to see you on this nice and sunny Thursday. I think I'm going to get out and go for a walk after I'm done here. Hope everything is going well. I hope you're doing well. Uh, Not driving your parents too crazy. Um, Teachers and I just got together yesterday and finalized plans for the next 2 week chunk of time. So we'll be mailing those or emailing, depending on what your parents preferred. We're going to be doing that on Friday, so look for those in the mail either Saturday or Monday. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. That's why I'm here. Okay. Um, and I'm not giving you any new work. It's just practicing the skills that we already know. All right. I noticed that I've got a lot of you hooked up on Khan Academy. Thank you. If you've not hooked up yet, remember you can check your school email. It's a Google Mail account, so you can download the Google Mail app, and your username is your number that you type in at students.district87.org. So your password then would be that password, like madcup77 or whatever your password is. That's what you're going to put in, and that will take you to all of the mail that I've been sending you. All right. Without further ado, restart. We're on chapter 11. Remember, we learned about a new character yesterday named Kimberly. And Kimberly, we found out that she's had a major crush on Chase. So she's decided she's going to join the video club so that she can hang out with Chase. So that's what's going on there. Chapter 11 is actually going to be authored, or the point of view, I should say, is Aaron. So remember, Chase has these friends, and these friends, Aaron and Bear, are kind of like, they were like the three big bullies in the school. So we're going to hear from Aaron in this chapter. So it's going to be interesting to see how the perspective changes now that we're hearing from one of the actual bullies. My dad always uses this expression. If it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Well, that isn't always true. I mean, it looks like Ambrose and it talks like Ambrose, but no way that's Ambrose. How could a person be so different just because he fell on his head? Okay, so he's sidelined from football. Nothing you can do about some dumb doctor's orders. And amnesia. That's pretty out there, although Wikipedia does say it's real. But even if every single memory is erased from your head, wiped clean like my phone when I dropped it in the toilet, you should still be the same person, right? Chase just isn't. That's not the kid Bear and I grew up with, played sports with, broke all the rules with, since we were in second grade. You can see it in his eyes. He looks at us like he barely knows us, or any of the Hurricanes. I guess I understand that. We're like new people he's just met for the first time. Even so, shouldn't we be starting to hit it off by now? Well, that's not happening either. He's not into the things we're into. Not football, not anything. That hurts. I get that his memory's erased, but is our whole friendship thing erased too? Being boys with someone isn't just a bunch of stuff that you did together in the past. There has to be more to it than that. But right now, it's like we've got zero in common with this guy. Worse, the kids he does have stuff in common with are all losers. The video club, really? The Chase I knew wailed on those guys worse than any of us. And now they're who he wants to hang out with. Who's next, huh? The Care Bears? And those wusses have totally forgotten him too. I'm sorry, forgiven him too. Except Shoshana, for obvious reasons. I wonder if he's figured that out yet. The big question is this. Is that Ambrose? Is the old Ambrose trapped in there somewhere waiting to realize what a dork he's being and get back to normal? Or is this new nerd-loving Chase the only Chase there's going to be from now on? That's a pretty big deal. And not just because we're supposed to be boys. He has something that belongs to all three of us. Something important. What if he doesn't even know he's got it? Bear isn't a deep thinker. He's all action. Dude, this is stupid. Let's just ask him. Say, we know you have it. Fork it over. The guy has amnesia, I reason. That means he might not even remember where he put it. Bear snorts. You buy that? Trust me, he remembers just fine. That thing's valuable. He's faking all this amnesia stuff so he can keep it for himself. You're talking about our boy, I exclaim angrily, giving him a shove that would put one of those video dweebs halfway across town. You're a jerk for even thinking it. He shoves me back. Well, then you're a jerk, because I know you're thinking it too. But I'm not thinking it. Honestly, if Chase is just punking us with all this amnesia stuff, that would be better. If tomorrow he says, fooled you, I might be ticked off for a day or so. Then I'd shake his hand for putting one over on us. Mostly I'd be glad to have the old Chase back. One way or the other, we got a problem, I tell him. If we face him with it, and he honestly doesn't remember, then we've just confessed to a guy who isn't really our friend anymore. Big deal. No, it is a big deal, I persist, because the new Chase is a goody-goody. He stands up for losers. He does community service when he doesn't have to. If he forgot what we did, I don't want to remind him. A guy like that could turn all three of us in because it's the right thing to do. Unless he's lying, Bear adds grimly. And we'll deal with that too, if necessary. We'll just have to wait and see. So this part of the chapter has left me with more questions than answers, for sure. I don't know what the it is that they're referring to. And they keep talking about if he knows where he put it. I have no idea. So I'm just going to keep reading. Maybe we'll get some answers. It might take us a chapter or two, but we'll find out. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to squeeze the truth out of someone when you can't let him know what you're trying to get him to say. I'm a plain guy. I like plain talk. But in this case, it's too dangerous. Our best chance to coax it out of him is at the Graybeard Motel. Remember, that's what they're calling the nursing home where they're doing their community service. But it's not so easy there either. Bad enough, he does community service when he's off the hook. Why does he have to be so gung-ho about it? It's depressing to watch him. He delivers more snacks in 20 minutes than Bear and I could screech out in a whole afternoon. And in that extra time, he reads to people. He pushes wheelchairs around. He helps the old fogies with cell phones they don't have a prayer in figuring out. Is it just me, Bear mutters, or is he deliberately trying to make us look bad? I don't think it's on purpose, I mumble back. He really likes it here. The old fossils like him too. We can't walk 3 feet down the hall without some Dumbledore or Dumbledora hauling him in to adjust the TV or to reach something from a high shelf. Bear is insulted. We're taller than Ambrose. We can reach stuff. How come no one ever asks us? Because we'd say no, I remind him. Or maybe just ignore them. Listen, it's annoying that all of these blue hairs love Chase, but it's not a mystery. Even sour-faced Nurse Duncan, who wishes our community service was over even more than we do, has a smile for Ambrose, and an even deeper scowl for Bear and me. It doesn't help that Chase has forged the closest friendship of all with the one resident he should be staying away from. That crotchety old warhorse in room 121. Wouldn't you know it, the one graybeard who hates everybody and who all the other graybeards hate right back has decided to love Ambrose. Go figure. It's those stupid Korean War stories that brought the two of them together. Chase can't get enough of them. And the geezer is overjoyed to have someone willing to listen to him, who doesn't have to change his hearing aid battery every 5 minutes in the course of it. How come you guys have so much to say to each other? Bear demands. Ambrose shrugs. He's interesting. It's not every day you meet somebody who's been awarded the country's highest medal. Why does he always have to bring that up? It makes me nervous, and it makes Bear practically crazy. Wikipedia says the Korean War only lasted 3 years, I grumble. He's already told you every minute of it. What more is there to say? Ambrose laughs. He's nice. He's not nice. Ask anybody in the building. He calls noise complaints on squeaky wheelchairs. He yells out spoilers on movie night. The nurses hate him even worse than we do. If there was a reality show and they got to vote somebody out of the Graybeard Motel, he'd be on the street. But Chase gets called away to wheel Mrs. Berglund to her weekly canasta game, as if one of the orderlies couldn't do it. Maybe he just likes war stories, I offer to Bear. He isn't buying it. He never liked war stories before. And that's the whole problem. We know the kid, but we don't. Which makes it almost impossible to figure out what's going on inside his head, or how worried we should be. All right, so that's the end of the chapter. Next chapter will be narrated by Chase Ambrose, so we're going to be back to Chase and find out a little bit more about his situation. A lot of questions with this chapter. What is this thing they're so concerned about? Why are they afraid of getting in trouble? What are they trying to get Chase to reveal? So we really don't know yet. We've got kind of more questions than answers. But as with any good book, we're going to keep reading to find out. All right, guys. Happy Thursday. We will talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this towards the end, good. I was actually talking to Will today, and Will had asked if we'd set up another Zoom meeting. So I think we will set one up, but I'm going to make sure that it's a couple days from now, so maybe like Monday. Be looking in your email for an invite to that Zoom meeting. And remember, you can always copy the code and put that in, or you can follow the link. Either way. All right, darlings, we'll talk to you later. Bye.